for the very lady.
They wanna kill me cause I'm black, but they can't kill me cause I'm black. I'm every color on the palette, my footprints, the first to ever step on the map. And I know where I began, so I overstand where I'm at. I'm your highness, the highest title, numero uno. You can't degrade me, can't deflate me. You still segundo, you will not push me out of my circle. This ain't sumo, my culture is universal. From the third rock to Pluto, influential. Was instrumental in the development of anything relevant that advanced our intelligence, created from the elements, birthed from the earth. It's a cycle, time lapse, I return to the dirt.
So let's get into another comparison. I thought this was dope. I think who brought this up? Walt brought this up. So you're a Power fan, King?
Yeah, but I stopped at book 1. I stopped.
That's cool. That's cool. Book 1. No, not even just regular.
Yeah,
like what you say, Walt? OG Power?
Yeah, OG
Power.
Yeah,
OG Power. So what you think is better, OG Power or Snowfall?
Ooh, who came up with this one?
Yeah.
Bro, hold up. Woo. All right, hold on. I think shoot. Man. All right, for some people this may not be a hard choice, but for me it is. First of all, let me just say that I'm a huge fan of both, and I'm actually a little disappointed in myself for not being updated on Snowfall. Like I'm not caught up. I think this season I haven't watched any of it. I think I stopped it last season. If not, then I'm 2 seasons behind. That's even worse. But either way, I'm a big fan of both of these universes. Talking TV shows, especially the OGs of Power. I like. Man, that's hard. God, that's hard.
Okay, look, we talking about East Coast drug dealing versus West Coast drug dealing.
Man, not only that, you talking about coming up drug dealing versus the established trying to get out drug dealing. Like, it's just a whole, like, you got sophisticated this and that, and you got the Frank Lucas, I just took over somebody else's spot type thing with Snowfall. Like, this is, man. You literally have the before and after.
Right.
Okay, so freaking Dre and Kanye over there. Okay, so, and all right, I don't know. To me, OG Power is now considered a classic.
You said it's not considered a classic?
Now, it's now considered a classic. It is. They done did spin-off, so and that's what they messed up at. I think because they did all these spin-offs and whatnot, it diluted the impact that Power initially had. If they stopped that OG, this will probably not be hands down, but even harder to decide, because now we don't, even if we just say let's just focus on OG, you can say that, but it's kind of like when you had a bad taste of a dessert, but you had a good dessert afterwards, you still want to remember in the back of your head that bad taste from the first dessert. Like, you know, and so now that I've seen the Power, I can't help but like I just can't help but just say
you got to put that
in the back of your mind. You do. You're not even trying to. It just goes in there. But okay. I will say this. All right. I give it a Power. I give it an OG Power. The fact that I fell off of Snowfall, even though I didn't mean to. The fact that I fell off of Snowfall, and I didn't feel anything from falling off of it. But I felt something when I missed an episode of Power. That would be the only reason why. But when I tell y'all that is the only reason why, I'm so serious. Listen, the stories are completely different and exactly the same. You know what I mean? It's a different time period, right? Ghost has already did this. He already did. What's my boy name?
Oh, talking about maybe forget his name.
Remember the actor?
From talking about from Force.
From Snowfall.
Oh, you're talking about I just had his name.
Huh?
What's this dude name?
Frank?
Say it again. Yeah, Frank. That's his name. Yeah, Frank.
Yeah.
Like Franklin. His name is Franklin.
Yeah.
So Ghost already did what they're showing Franklin doing now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have the same storyline, but different timelines. And I just the reason why I like Power, I'm gonna give it the Power, OG Power, it's because it's the side of the trap that we don't see in movies. We've seen Snowfall traps all the time. You got so many movies, hood movies that ain't even about the drug game, but they gonna show this is part of the drug game. You're not really seeing some guy who I built my wealth on it, but this is not what I want, or I found what I really want and I'm trying to get out of it the best way possible. And now you got all these obstacles. Like the whole thing of Power was him just trying to get out the game clean. That was to see that struggle, whether you like him or hate him, because I fluctuate between the two. I just think Tasha was a bad one, and I'm sorry. You would have just had to be mad at my career choice, but you ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. Like, you standing right here. I don't care if that was a high school fling or what. She ain't had nothing on, but whatever. Love him or hate him, I can't help but respect that mindset of, because that's what unless you just want to be in the trap. Majority of the time, we get it. That's why it's called trap. Right. The majority of the time, compare it to, and I don't mean to be, sexist or misogynist or anything, but compare it to the college woman that's dancing at a strip club. It's temporary, but then you get this money, get fast, easy money. You don't got to spend but just a little bit, and it's more sustainable than you going out there doing what you really want to do. Well, I might as well just stay here, and then it gets to the point where you can't leave because of whatever they have hung up on you. Same thing with the trap. I was doing this so I can make sure my mom don't foreclose on the house and blah, blah, blah. But you can't just get out.
Right.
You can't just get out. You're tied in. Like, people know that you do this, and people are going to expect you to keep doing it. And if you don't do it, then there must be something wrong with you. Who you talking to? Or you switch to their side? Or you narc now? Like, there's just so many avenues. And that's exactly what it is. It's a trap. And we've seen Snowfalls.
And Power.
We've seen Power.
Yeah, Power painted a good picture of like what the decisions you got to make. I mean, I think Snowfall did too. But what you think? What you think, Walt?
It's real close. It is very, very close. I think I'm gonna have to go with Power too. I think I'm gonna have to. At first, I was like Snowfall all day, yo. Snowfall. But when I just got an appreciation for like the old school joints, seeing something from its beginning, because in Snowfall we're talking about how crack got started. So and how that basically, you see this 15, 16-year-old dude basically become the kingpin of the whole West Side and of crack. And it's like, it's the whole story of Nicki. It's crazy. But
that's Frank. That's Freeway Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. Freeway Rick Ross. So it's like but the thing about Power, I think 50 Cent did say that like a lot of the events and like the people that, Ghost and what's his name, Kanan, they were inspired off, actual gangsters, and it's like stuff that he was experiencing in his life too. But as far as like which is better, I just think Power does a bit of a better job, especially showing the police side of things. I think that showing the different angles from the police side, from the druggy side, from the drug dealer side, I think Power has like a nicer balance of that. And I think that's what keeps people be like, oh, I missed it. Like, what happened? Because you'll connect dots and you'll be like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. You get all that in Power. In Snowfall, this is a story. I kind of know what happens. I'm kind of just experiencing this, and it's a dope experience. And I think that's why I give Power the edge too. I gotta go King. I want to go with Power too.
Yeah, once you hit it on the mail with that too, I completely forgot. That's another reason why I love Power. Was you were saying, you kind of connected the dots. The suspense on Power is way higher than Snowfall. Like you said, you know what's happening, and for the most part, you know what's going to happen with Snowfall. Power, because it was new territory, they were able to build suspenses on a whole nother level. We'd never seen this before. We didn't know what was going to happen. We sit here trying to figure it out. We got we got a whole daggone wall with pictures and strings attaching into everything, man. We have discussion boards. We don't do that no more with Snowfall. But Power had a whole discussions boards on social media, describe, you know, and I agree, Walt.
Trent, what you got? Who you got?
Well, I'm still along on my journey on this because I'm the person that did not finish all the Power, but I've seen enough of Power and enough of Snowfall that I can come to a conclusion to. So yeah, just like what Walt said, yeah, you do feel like a lot more suspense hitting you with Power than you do with Snowfall. But I like both shows. But I'm still also on my journey on both of them, so that's where I'm at right now.
Embarrassing.
Hey,
God, man.
Whatever.
Embarrassing.
Let him be the Sandman today. He can Sandman today. Let him rock today.
Jeez.
I think he lucky. He get the experiences for the
Right.
first time.
I am low key jealous
lucky.
of that though. I am low key jealous that he ain't getting like his power. But all right, so I give y'all mine. So I'm gonna say Power. I hate to agree with everybody, but I'm gonna say Power as well because when I think about questions like this, I think about impact. Power has single-handedly held up a whole network. There's nobody was subscribing to the stars until Power came along. Nobody. So like you said, like that ties into a lot. Whatever all y'all was saying about the discussion boards and just, you know, just the impact of people just wanting to like, yo, what happened? Did I miss anything? Also, they low key. I mean, you know, Power did low key bite up the concept of the Wire. Shout out to the Wire, the king of all of them.
Yeah. That's
Wire, the king of all of them.
Wire is the goal.
Had to squeeze that one in there.
Exactly, because you know that whole thing with Wire shows like the layers of like the streets, the court system, the cop, you know, the police and all that, the government, yeah, all of that, like how it all ties together. You know, that's what it's just a little, you know, kind of spin of what Wire was doing, but I think that Power shows more of a, just comparing it to, you know, Snowfall again. When Ghost dies, and I know we haven't gotten to the end of Snowfall yet, but when Ghost dies, it shows the fact that there are repercussions. No matter how, sometimes it's too late to get out the game. It's a big lesson in that. You might get out the game, but there's still karma that comes along with that.
Yeah.
You know, so even the man is crazy. Like the person that Ghost was working so hard for to get to the point where his legacy can live better, kills him. It's some poetry in that.
Trim, did you get to this part?
He didn't, but I don't care.
I know this. I've seen parts of book 2. I know.
Okay.
I know that story. Oh,
King,
Okay,
I don't care, King. I don't care. King.
I don't care. He gonna hear it anyway.
I don't care.
I'm not. I know how the story unfolds. It's just I haven't seen it from me all of it yet. So
I really don't care. I really don't. But
he never does.
I don't, because he should have been seen. But what I'm saying, but I think that there's a lot of lessons. It's a lot of drama. Power is like, if my grandmother can have General Hospital, I can have Power. It's just that much drama, and it's just my neighborhood soap opera. You know, it's just well written. It's just a lot that keeps you glued to it. Now, I'm not saying that Snowfall, I love it because I'm glad that somebody actually is like getting the story of Freeway Ricky Ross. I wish they included him more in the series, but that's no here or there. But I'm like you, King. I haven't been able to. I haven't really like kept up with it towards this season. And I'm not saying, once again, I'm not saying I just haven't been there. So other things that has my attention. I'm gonna come back to it though. Just haven't, you know, just hasn't kept my attention.